Okay, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the making babies thing. First thing, put your name and period at the top. Next, you are going to start filling out the phenotype and genotype for yourself. Notice that I have phenotype listed here and then the genotype after it. So whatever you put for that, make sure you write the correct phenotype. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to fill this out for yourself. I happen to be filling this out for what I actually am for all those. Now, of course, when you get to the bottom, make sure you fill out if you are male or female, and then fill out your genotype, whether or not it's X or Y. Now you're going to go on and you're going to actually make gametes. In my case, I'm going to be making sperm. Now I have brown eyes. Now what I'm going to need to be doing is you're going to use a coin and you're going to flip that to either get heads or tails. If it's heads, you're going to take the first allele. If it's tails, you're going to get the second. Obviously, if you're homozygous, it doesn't really matter. But this first one, I get a tails, so I'm going to do the second allele, which is little b. Flip again. This next one here, I'm going to get tails, which is going to be a little f. Flip again, I'm going to get tails, which is going to be a lot of tails in a row here. This is going to be a little r. Flip again, heads, that's going to be the first of those two, but again, when they're homozygous, it doesn't really matter. Flip, heads, that's going to be a little e. And these other ones here, I don't necessarily need to worry until I get to a heterozygous one, in which case that's going to be heads. So I got the first big H, my hair texture, I picked up the big T, and of course you got to flip for gender, whether or not you're X or Y. I got an X, which means I'm going to be having a daughter. Just take the genotypes right here and fill them down to make your first gamete. And you're going to repeat this process again. Flipping, if you have two alleles, if they're heterozygous, you're going to pick whichever one it says. Obviously, if they're homozygous, you can just kind of speed through that a little bit there. And again, when you get down to the last one, when you get to gender, you got to flip. This one here, I get Y, which means my second child is going to be a son, just like my own. Fill in the second gamete that you have right here. You're going to be combining that for your second kid. Now, you've picked your partner, you're ready to have a baby. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your gamete and you're going to carry that down. I made a sperm, so I'm going to fill that out here. Your partner, of course, has to make an egg. Someone has to be female, someone has to be male. So whatever your partner is, they're going to fill that in for their first gamete. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get funky and we're going to combine our gametes. So I have a big B and a little b, which means this genotype is going to be big B, little b. Next up, I have big F, little f, and so on. All I'm going to be doing is just combining these together, and of course, you have to combine the sex chromosomes, and you'll be combining an X with an X, which means it's going to be a girl. Now, we're going to use this little thing that we've done before here, fill in whatever the phenotype is for that. So here I am filling in whatever we have for those from that first sheet there, and the second one is a girl. When you're all done, you're going to use this information and you're going to draw out your kid.